Stacy Feldman was 44 years old, a devoted mother, a loving sister, a woman who believed deeply in family. By 2015, she seemed to have everything: a beautiful home in Denver, Colorado, two young children, and a husband she had trusted for over a decade. But on the morning of March 1st, 2015, her life would end in the most shocking way imaginable. From the outside, the Feldman family looked picture perfect. Stacy was active in her children's school. She led the parent-teacher organization. She worked with nonprofit organizations. Friends described her as joyful, warm, the life of the party. But behind closed doors, cracks were forming. Her husband, Robert Feldman, had a history of infidelity. He used fake names on dating apps. He told women he was divorced. He told them he was separated. None of it was true. And on February 26th, just days before Stacy's death, he met another woman through Tinder. That woman eventually discovered he was still married. So on March 1st at 6:20 a.m., she sent Stacy an email. She explained everything: the lies, the fake name, the affair. Shortly before 9 a.m., Stacy called her, calm, composed, shockingly kind. And during that 5-minute call, Stacy said 4 words that would later become crucial in court: "I'm done with him." Just hours later, she would be dead. That afternoon, Robert called 911. "My wife's not breathing," he said. He claimed he found her in the shower, water running, unconscious. But when first responders arrived, something felt wrong. There was no water on the bathroom floor. The 911 recording didn't sound like someone performing CPR. And during the autopsy, doctors found more than 80 separate injuries on Stacy's body: bruises, hemorrhages, a chipped tooth, signs consistent with strangulation. Yet her death was ruled undetermined. No charges were filed. Robert collected $750,000 from her life insurance, and for years he walked free. But Stacy's sister refused to accept it. She believed from day one that this was murder. She kept pushing, calling experts, reviewing reports, demanding answers. Nearly 3 years later, a forensic strangulation expert reviewed the case. His conclusion: this was not an accident. Stacy had been violently assaulted, strangled, and the scene had been staged. In 2018, Robert Feldman was arrested. After years of legal delays, the trial finally began in 2022. Prosecutors argued that when Stacy said, "I'm done with him," Robert realized he was about to lose everything: his marriage, his control, his reputation. After just 3 hours of deliberation, the jury found him guilty of first-degree murder. 7 years after her death, justice was finally served. Music softens. This case wasn't solved by chance. It was solved by persistence, by courage, by a sister who refused to stay silent. Stacy Feldman wasn't just a headline. She was a mother, a daughter, a sister. And because of the women who stood up for her, her voice was finally heard. If you want, I can now provide a high-retention hook version for viral engagement, a cinematic narration version with dramatic pauses, a YouTube title plus description plus SEO tags, a thumbnail text concept, or a 5-7 minute extended deep dive version. Tell me what format you need next.